Scott Wall and Suyash Mehta. Cody Zeller and Bam Adebayo in the center circle. I guess they were like milk and cookies in that Heat backcourt. Let's see how it comes through tonight as we get a steal from Bridges, a spin, and a score from second-year man Miles Bridges.
High expectations for him.
Heat had 15 turnovers last night, but only 5 in the second half as Hero launches and connects. Last by Cody Zeller. Kendrick Nunn will show no hesitation when he's open from downtown. He's a very good shooter. That's Dwayne Bacon with a nice reverse third out of Indiana. They're hoping he can stay healthy this year. He's had a couple of injury-plagued seasons in a row. That's another driving score, 2 in a row. 7 on the shot clock. This is Bacon with a pull-up, and he sticks it. But Dwayne
certainly capable, 18 feet and in.
Myers-Leonard, size advantage over Bacon, and sticks the dotted line jumper.
With any kind of switch that takes place out on the perimeter.
Kendrick Nunn, the push from 14 feet, right on target. Down defensively, play better defensively, and they plan on taking a ton of threes to try to offset the defections of Walker and Lamb. Of last year's regular season, I think one of the best, shrewdest, under-the-radar player acquisitions that I've seen in a long time for Miami. What it shows is Devontae Graham, Billy Hernangomez, Marvin Williams, all in the game for Charlotte. And go in the first quarter. Derek Jones Jr. into the game for Miami, and there's a steal by Devontae Graham. Ducks in on Hero, and a good follow from Marvin Williams.
This young man, I think he's really showing what he can contribute, not just his energy, but his production, being able to rebound the basketball.
Devontae Graham there to the opening quarter, and the Heat ahead by 3. This is Devontae Graham. Got to the basket and finished.
Replay. Thanks for cleaning that up, guys. Bam Adebayo with a soft touch.
Good work of a truck. Dion has it cleaned up by Myers-Leonard. Played 8 games for the Dallas Mavericks last year, and then played 41 games for their G League team, the Texas Legends. Nice drop. Hernangomez slips by Waiters and slams it through. They've opened up a 10-point lead. First double-digit lead of this game. This is Terry Rozier, steps back and drills a 20-footer this year.
Yeah, they do, and they have to get more wins at the critical home court. That's where they have to be able to defend that building, particularly against teams that they should beat.
Jason Jackson and the Fox Sports Sun crew. And, of course, Heat Nation. We're happy to have you take another peek at the Heat before the regular season begins. But Dion Waiters, Leonard does have 7 points and 5 rebounds. This is Monk. Oh, my, the accelerator.
In terms of an overall skill set, he can do a lot of good things. His screening and his rebound, his defense really applicable already.
Well, the lead is 11 for Miami, which is their largest of the game. 9.5 to play in the first half as Rozier buries it out of the corner for 3. This is Davon Reed, former Miami Hurricane, trying to earn a 2-way contract with the Heat. Buries the jumper.
Not going too far forward. Very difficult to recover when you completely commit in one direction.
Rozier against Myers-Leonard hits the step back.
Trying to take on the scoring load here this evening.
Leonard had his 17-footer ricochet right back to him. And Waiters triples on the second chance. Off the double team, Macon finds Leonard. Sends it back to Reed, who scoops for the score.
Eric will see you for halftime. Brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers.
We're looking forward to it, Jax, as Davon Reed launches and connects from downtown. Reed maneuvers through the defense. Finds Kendrick Nunn. Well done by Dion Waiters.
Yeah,
Rozier's career high in assists was 10, and he had 9 against Boston in the preseason opener without a turnover, which was most impressive. Speaking of a 18-4 run, they've opened the lead to 18 points. 2:50 left, second quarter. That's Rozier, and he's really good mid-range in this quarter. Heat ahead by 16. Nunn turns the corner, lobs for the Bam slam.
Bam cutting to the rim there instead of taking the shot, just set him up beautifully.
Nick Batum still scoreless. Bam sent it back on Zeller. Second block tonight for Adebayo. Second game in a row Adebayo's had 2 blocks. Waiters denied the other end. Zeller on this end with a finish. That's the first score. Hero off the shot fake. Waiters wide open for three. It sticks. The group that starts the second half has Chris Silva at center, Derek Jones Jr. and Duncan Robinson at the forwards, Hero and Nunn in the backcourt. That's Duncan Robinson. That's the second score of the game.
He's just too good a shooter. He's got to keep taking them, and that's the mentality that Eric Spoelstra wants him to have.
Terry Rozier buries the corner three. Reminded me of a young Udonis Haslem. The 9 rebounds in just 14 minutes, let alone including the 16 points, but that's high praise. Realistic that it is a rebuilding task in front of him as Nunn strokes in a three. Kendrick
has had a big summer, winning the World Championships there with Spain. He was a part of that ball club.
Batum played for France in the FIBA World Championships. That's a good bench that Nick Batum has done for the night. A sore Achilles. Derek Jones Jr. slamming it through off the steal.
Well, they need somebody to take that Udonis Haslem type role to some extent with all these young players that Charlotte has.
Devontae Graham. Good D by Nunn. Martin scores. Devontae Graham buries it. Tyler Hero loses it. This is Malik Monk. Silva gave it a chase, but Monk able to quiet game since his 6-point first quarter. That's his first score since. 27-point Heat lead. Under a minute left in the third as Kid Gilchrist scored. I believe the only players that haven't played yet for Miami in this game, Jeremiah Martin and Udonis Haslem. Here's a steal by Martin. He's able to score. And lost to the Florida Gators in the first round of the NCAA tournament last year. Daryl Macon's 20-footer. Perfect.
NBA, it really helped my game develop. And there's plenty of guys who just get that extra experience in playing an NBA style with the shot clock. For the teams now, where the teams can bring guys back who are injured and maybe put them down and let them develop and work their way back into shape.
John, I think the top takeaway of this game, the 19 first-half points from Dion Waiters. As we see he and his spirit right, he's going to be a real positive factor for Miami. And the Heat need him this year. He can really help offensively. That's Davon Reed's first matchup will be in Miami on the 25th of November. That's Martin out of the corner. And he splashes it in. That's Caleb Martin. When they went 7-59 in a labor-shortened season, that was the worst winning percentage in NBA history. I don't think they're going to be
from Boston in Terry Rozier. I mean, he's not going to have anyone to really help share that load. Teams are going to be scheming defensively to slow him down. It's going to be.
If they can, they would join Orlando, Indiana, and Memphis at 2-0. That's nicely done. P.J. Washington, the first-round pick, slamming it home off the Josh Perkins assist. Perkins, pretty good point guard out of Gonzaga. That one drops from Michael Mulder. P.J. Washington, nice jump play. They'll have to sort that out in 5 minutes for especially the two young guys. That's Caleb Martin with a kiss off the glass.
This one definitely got out of hand.
Now, Miami held the Spurs to 89 points. They will hold Charlotte to 94. And with 3 preseason games left, the rest of this part of the schedule will be more buttoned down for Miami as they get ready for opening night of season number 32 on the 23rd of this month.